Alright, so here today we got some stuff to talk about. It's a few topics in one video here, but we have some great news. We finally have a preview of what we're getting soon when it comes to bug fixes, because I guess they also kind of understand that there is pressure on them to make these bug fixes happen. Because again, yeah, the game kind of requires it. It really does. There's a lot of issues. Again, it's a fairly new game. I understand fully. I understand that. People keep saying that, like, dude, it's a brand new game. There's gonna be bugs. They can't fix that. But at a point, there's a lot of bugs. You know what I mean? Some of the core characters still not working. And sadly, this doesn't tackle everything. This only tackles a few things among the endless things that keep on coming up. And with each patch update, it's for some reason the crashes become more, the bugs become more. It's kind of a thing. But I hope that these things can get solved and they can tackle the next set of things, the next set of things, and we can go down that way. But this stuff today is very good. And this stuff is something that, like, in a day, you'll encounter a lot of this. And Ochako mains, you'll encounter a lot of it too. I'm sorry, it's a joke. Let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's hop into the first thing, then the second thing, and then the third thing. Let's hop over there. First thing, we got some good news over here. They already fixed up some issues, so issues that were occurring. An issue where the results of the users who belong to an agency are not reflected properly at the end of a match. That has been now also resolved, and they're going to compensate you for that. They also have an issue in which EPs are not reflected correctly in battle events for users who belong to an agency. That also has been corrected, and they are going to give compensation for you. Users eligible for the compensation: users who play the game and belong to an agency during the applicable period. So if you were in an agency during the period of when this was going on, when this bug was happening, you will get compensated apparently. So what are they giving? They're giving 1,000 gold over here, 1,000, sorry, agency points, 100 gallery pieces, 5,000 of the event points, which is a lot. 5,000 of the event points is insane. If you don't already know, I think the event entirely is 20,000. So giving 5,000 is already 1/4 of the entire event completed for you. So okay, I like it. And then they're gonna give 10 gacha tickets because they learned that maybe we should give gacha tickets because people get mad. Because if you don't already know, the 7 million download gift was very poorly received. People were like, "No way, you just did that. No way, you just did for 7 million downloads. Gave us nothing of value other than you know, whatever, right?" But yeah, 10 gacha tickets, all this stuff's been given to you. So again, if you follow under this thing, you basically get it. So very simple, very nice thing. Cool, we got a compensation. I like it, you like it, we like it, great. Now, what are the bugs they are tackling? Realize that there's a lot of bugs still in the game. Aizawa exists. Remember that bug where your card disappears? Well, that bug is not going to get resolved just yet, but we have some things that are going to get resolved. So we have this. Thank you for playing My Hero Ultra Rumble. The MHA UR team is currently working on adjustments for the upcoming Season 2. Realize, whatever is in here, I am hoping that this is not it, but I genuinely think this is it. All that you're getting in this update for Season 2 being bug fixes are these 3 things here. I'm going to cope and hope that when the season actually releases, there's going to be like a big bug fix list, and a lot of the other bugs are mentioned on this list. If not, we're going to cry together because Aizawa is still going to remain to be bugged. We would like to give you a small preview of the content of our next update. The following issues are planned to be fixed. Issues preventing the visual confirmation of the safe area during battles. Okay, understandable, not bad, we'll like it, we'll take it. Thank you for that. Next up, this is a big one. This is something that I encounter, and I don't know why it happens. It's very annoying when it happens. It stops you from using, it prevents you from using items during battles. Randomly it happens. You can't pop shields, you can't pop skill cards, you can't do anything. You are literally bricked to where you have to take your stuff and give it to your teammates. You're like, I can't do anything. You have to hope that your teammates, first off, have enough communication to give you help, and you have to hope that your teammates will drop you heals, as in like the fact of popping heals rather, that are team-wide heals, because you can't do anything. It is the most annoying bug in the world, but it happens very often. Actually, it's something that does happen, and getting that fixed is massive. That is actually massive for me, because it happens to me often again, right? So again, that's great. Beyond that, the issue preventing the correct functioning of Ochako Uraraka's quirk skill Zodiac Wire. Again, nothing about Aizawa here, nothing about Aizawa being bugged, which is crazy to me, but they are taking care of Ochako Uraraka. Realize that she was with launch, so it's understandable, hence why she's getting buffed, rather, or fixed, because guess what? She's been bugged since the launch of the game, and the game has been out for already 45 days, okay? So definitely they need to tackle her first. Aizawa's, what, 16-ish, 17-ish days old? A little more than that, like 20 days old, but, you know, in 20 more days, maybe we expect a bug fix for him. But yes, Ochako Uraraka will be getting fixed officially, which is great. They mentioned earlier that they acknowledged the bug. I thought they would fix it, but they didn't. They didn't fix it until today. Remember, they acknowledged the bug for the entire card vanishing. They've acknowledged that, but they still haven't gotten to fixing it. Realize that now, because again, That notice that came out ages ago. That was freaking ages ago. I'm gonna go find it for you real quick. So here we go. This was what we're looking at. Again, damage areas becoming invisible during battles. This has now been patched up. We have Zodiac Wire over here, which is also mentioned. This tweet is old. This tweet is very old. This tweet is from October 20th. It took them to just patch just the wire and that, but badges of KO'd players are not visible or obtainable is still something that they do not have worked out yet. First off, it's crazy to me that is the case, but sadly it is. Again, games take time to do stuff, but it's a bit of a time it's taken for this one to kind of patch up things. Again, whatever you might say, people keep saying in my comments, I saw it was not bugged, you're just bad. You have to realize his alpha sometimes doesn't trigger properly, and sometimes it turns into the fact where it knocks them down. I have gameplay, I have like full-blown evidence in 4K that I am correct. It's not me. I have a skill issue in aiming, maybe. Now, me hitting them and them knocking down and not actually getting captured is insane, because I can't stop that, all right? I can't toggle off and make sure that I can get to capture content. I don't know what, it doesn't exist, all right? So it is fully blown that he does not work in some aspects. Then his alpha, or rather his special, also doesn't trigger off in some instances. It's still the case, right? But they finally are tackling Uraraka. That is true. They are taking care of safe area. That is true. And they're taking care of this, which is huge. This one's huge, actually. So these two, I'll give it to them all throughout. Give it to them, actually. They are taking care of it, which is good. Because remember, you have to also realize there are kind of a lot of people spamming them with the same thing. Like, look at this comment right here. Still talking about the non-important bug things, but this is separate. But they did tackle some of the stuff actually right after this tweet. But no Uraraka grappler bug fix. Well, they did fix that. Nothing about Aizawa. Yeah, he's still dead. No dead ally, what is it, revive coins bug fix, which is true. And no KO system rework. Again, there is no KO system rework, which is true. I'm hoping that Season 2 will have that, hence why I'm not going to mention that at all. I really think that Season 2 should have that, but if it doesn't, again, that is definitely a failed thing in my opinion. It's not hard to rework that. It really isn't. Just provide support points. How much you do for reviving somebody, I mean, in my opinion, looking at it, right, it can't really be a hard thing to do. It really isn't. If anything, there are some things. Maybe fixing Aizawa is hard, correct? But the KO system, fixing that system, I personally don't think is extremely a big kind of team dedication thing, right? But again, I'm not in their shoes. I can't speak for what they are kind of encountering right now. I don't know anything. What I can tell you for certain today is these three things are getting fixed. You're going to get a compensation for this stuff over here, and that's basically what you're going to be getting here. So again, not that it's a bad thing. We have bug fixes. It's great. But they have to tackle them a bit faster, in my opinion, right? But again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just here in this situation. I don't see it exactly as it is. And maybe everyone thinks that, yeah, they're doing things at good timing. And it's good because the game is, you know, a live service game, takes time. If that's the case, hey, go about it. I can't say nothing. But just want to share it with you. You are now aware of everything. Compensation coming soon. Bug fixes are being tackled. We're just awaiting the next one. The only thing that I really think that will fix a lot of things for a lot of players really is the KO'd badges. That is the most annoying thing in the world. Once that's fixed up, a lot of people will be a little bit more kind of fine with the game. And then the KO system, that is something to tackle whenever. I'm just hoping Season 2 tackles it. They do say, word for word here, we would like to give you a small preview. I'm hoping that this was just a small preview and there is still more, but this could be it. Right, the preview of the content is just this, and then beyond that you have the Season 2 battle pass, character launch, and all that stuff. Again, what can I say? Who knows?